just yapping. I don't even know. I'm like repeating myself. A mimosa and probably French fries as well. Summer bodies, then we can work on our summer fits. Welcome back to Dr. Tanya Vlogs. It is Thursday and I need a video to upload in just a few short days. And at this point on Thursday, I don't really have a plan or even a concept of a plan like your boy. But anyway, you probably know by now, I operate or create outfits out of a capsule wardrobe, meaning I have a very limited selection of items that I pretty much swap out, mix and match, and wear on repeat. This particular outfit that I created today, it primarily came from Goodwill. So I have like a $5 Target tank that I bought before the ban. And I have this blazer that was, I believe I paid 11 bucks for it or $12 maybe at Goodwill. And then I also got these shorts, some from Goodwill, probably for like $7. My shoes, they were actually thrifted off of Posh. I got them off of Poshmark for, I want to say around $30. They are the loafers that I wear over and over and over. And what's amazing, honestly, today, what is amazing about all of these pieces, each and every one of these pieces, from the blazer to shorts to the shoes, I wear them all on repeat. And these are some of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe. They were all thrifted and I actually second guessed each of them, but they turned out to be fire, basically. This blazer, I saw it, it caught my attention. I put it on, I was like, I actually had another blazer that I was gonna purchase, but my gut told me, no, get that blazer. Exact same situation with the shorts. I put them on in the dressing room and they were like, but my gut told me, get those shorts because you can do so much with them. And I've worn them so many different ways by this time and I love them. And then the same thing with the shoes. I mean, I was just looking for some loafers. They were, you know, a decent price range. I was like, let me try these out. I wear those shoes into the ground. They are like my new uniform shoe. So yeah, I got a little excited, but literally as I was last night, I was like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get dressed, because when I get up and I get dressed, I feel way more productive. Even if I'm not going anywhere. Like this morning, my oldest son is actually dropping my baby off at school. So I had the opportunity to get some things done, but it was imperative that I get up, get dressed. I just shot my little OOTD over for the TikTok and the Instagram. Basically, if you're not following me over there, make sure you do, because I actually do share different content on different platforms. So my TikTok is more OOTD and a little bit of trash talking and, you know, just having fun with the girlies over 40. And then Instagram is more kind of like personal development, I would say. Basically, I post the threads, which tend to be quotes or messages that I would have told to my younger self. And then I'll post some fashion videos, and sometimes I'll post like family stuff or travel vlogs and things of that nature. So that's kind of primarily what's on Instagram. And then obviously over here, we're all fashion and healthy lifestyles. So now that I've gotten that shameless plug out for all the different platforms that I'm actually, you know, active on, it's time to get to work. So I'm having my first cup of coffee. It is black. We haven't broke our fast yet today, but I'm gonna get to some work because I have some guides to edit. Let me get back into the light. So I hold on, let me think about what I want to say. I was the keynote speaker for a virtual wellness conference exactly a year ago. At that time, I turned the concepts or the main messages of my speech into lifestyle guides. So it gives you key tips on how to change your lifestyle so that you can lose weight and maintain that weight loss. So I wrote that book probably close to a year ago. and I sent it to an editor and I did all these things. It's a very small book. It's only like maybe 50 pages. So I added some pages. I turned it into a workbook, and I just learned how to turn it into a fillable PDF. So you don't have to print it if you don't want to. You can just like put it on your iPad and fill it in, and you can use it as a guide to help you to lose weight. So basically, I decided to go ahead and get it finalized. I read through it again last night, and I'm thinking, why haven't I published this yet? Like this is tea. But anyway, so I'm doing the final steps on that, converting the PDF to a fillable PDF and adding like all the links. So the e-guide will have links to websites like If It Fits My Macros. So the link, MyFitnessPal, because MyFitnessPal, it's like at this point, MyFitnessPal has been around for a good 10 years. I was using it in 2013 when I first started actively trying to lose weight or whatever. So yeah, it's tried and true. It works. I use the free version still to this day. Basically, it just helps you track. Primarily, what I like to track in MyFitnessPal is I like to make sure I'm hitting my protein goals, because protein, it sounds easy, but sometimes, it can be hard to actually get enough protein. So I use it to track my protein goals. I use it to track my fiber. And really, that's all I usually look at. Typically have a low carb diet anyway. If I eat carbs in the form of like, I'll eat a tortilla, breakfast taco once a week. Actually, I'm less frequent now, but I used to eat pancakes with my son on Saturday when he would eat them, because I make homemade pancakes using this recipe. It is delicious. What else? I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? This is weird, me just yapping like this, because I'm not really just a talker. Or maybe I am. Anyway, so basically, yeah, I use MyFitnessPal to track my protein. I also use it to track my fiber primarily. So protein, fiber, and then calories a little bit, but not really. And I honestly don't pay attention to the other stuff. But I'm just yapping. I don't even know. I'm like repeating myself, and I don't even know, what I'm saying right now. I will say that, girl, if you feel frumpy, do your hair or get your hair done, get you a fresh blowout, slap on some makeup, put on some jewelry. I actually got this necklace from TikTok shop. I think I paid it was under $10. I don't know how much I paid for it. If you follow me on TikTok, it'll be linked in my showcase. But anyway, put on some jewelry, get you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, or if it's that time of day, a mimosa, and, put some clothes on and feel good about yourself. So as a self-proclaimed perfectionist, I am very proud of this interactive guide to help you to change or transform your lifestyle so that you lose weight but keep the weight off. So the title of the book for now is Fit for Life. So the goal is to try to get you fit and help you maintain that fitness. It walks you through all the steps, and it's an interactive workbook. So it walks you through setting goals, changing your mindset, finding out your why, using specific strategies to tailor your own meal plan, and also walk you through setting up a workout schedule. It also talks about sleep and stress management. So it is a comprehensive, interactive lifestyle guide. The guide is PDF format and it's fully electronic, so you can easily click on the links within the guide and it'll take you to It Fits My Macros, for instance, which is a website that helps you. You put in your weight, you put in your height, you put in your age and activity levels, and it'll just give you a printout of how much protein you need every day to reach your goals, how many carbs, how much fat, etc. And then also there's going to be a link here to MyFitnessPal, which is the app that you use to sort of log your meals. There are paid versions, but I've used the free version for the past 10 plus years. It works just fine. And then also there will be a link to my Pinterest board. So on my Pinterest board, not only do I share outfit inspiration, I also use my Pinterest board for workout inspo. And then, I can work out from home or I can go to the gym and use weights. But I'm excited because I'm going to add a link to my Pinterest board so you can access leg workouts, full body routines, arm, abs, HIIT, and cardio that doesn't involve like running necessarily. So yeah, I'm super excited that all of these resources are within this one document. And it's something that I plan to use myself because, as I mentioned a few vlogs ago, I kind of got a little fluffy and I feel like I could lose like 10, 15, 20 pounds. And I also have been super lazy about getting my workouts in. Additionally, I've kind of been lazy about my nutrition. So I haven't been hitting my protein goals every day. I haven't been hitting my fiber goals every day. And I may be consuming a few more refined grains, like in the form of tortillas, tortilla chips, than, and probably French fries as well, than I would like. So, it's time for me to get it back together. So we could get it together and get summer ready. We got maybe about 4 to 8 weeks to get summer ready. So we can all, do it at the same time, get all the way back on track together. And once we get our summer bodies, then we can work on our summer fits. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. It's been a long time coming, and I really hope it helps. And I hope to create community around this ebook so that we can keep each other motivated, hold each other accountable, and I can continue to connect with you and maybe even show you like tips and tricks and workouts and all the things to kind of help you get fit for life. So I look forward to sharing this journey with you because remember, fitness is a journey. It's not a destination. It's something that you have to do lifelong, every day. It's not just somewhere you get and then you get to stop and retire. No. But anyway, I'm about to add that link before I forget. And then also I'm going to have breakfast. It's 11:08. I need to grab some food because it's getting kind of late. I've been fasting. I've only had black coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some breakfast and get on with my day, basically. Don't pay attention to the cover because the cover might look different by the time you actually have access to it. It's about 50 pages. As you can see, it has 7 chapters, but I want to show you the links. So this is one of the pages that will help you to plan your meals. There is, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the week. And then you can put your grocery list here. You can set your goals here. You can list your snacks here. And then this is just for notes. And up here at the top, there is a section to if it fits my macros. So it's basically like a weight loss calculator. So you can use a macro calculator, use a metabolic rate calculator, BMI calculator, resting metabolic rate. There's a PCOS calculator, keto calculator, alcohol calculator, calorie calculator. I actually don't advise using just a calorie calculator. I like to use the macro calculator. So it's the next day and I did a terrible job and I snoozed. I did not employ or employ the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule. My alarm went off at 5 o'clock and I didn't get out of the bed until like 6:05. Yeah, but anyway, so today, what do I have up? Actually, I didn't finish off yesterday. So I was able to finish my workbook. So that's done. It is really ready to go in the fillable PDF format. Right now, I'm trying to figure out where, how I want to share it so that it's most protected. So yeah, I haven't decided what is the best platform for me to sell. So I don't know if I'm just gonna sell them on Etsy or if I'm gonna put them on my Stand Creator store. Maybe I'll do both. I can also just link my Etsy on my link tree actually. So I think Etsy may have, I don't know this for sure, but I'm thinking Etsy may have like more safeguards to protect your digital content from like being shared. So yeah. Oh, I didn't say, so I finished the e-workbook. So interactive guide is what I should call it. I also created a digital, like a 6-week planner. So you can plan your meals and plan your workouts for 6 weeks, all in digital format. So you can actually, like you can either use it on your desktop or you can use it like from your tablet. Let me see if I can show you real quick. This is the planner. So it kind of starts out the same. You set your goals, you set your timeline, and then it's fillable. So you can actually type into these fields. And once you have it typed in, then you can save it and then you can share it like to your cell phone so that you have it with you. So like I said, you can do this from your tablet. You can also do it from your desktop if you need to. I don't know why I had to show you my desktop or my laptop, like it's not, like there's anything on it. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. This is not the beginning of a new vlog. This is the end of yesterday, the vlog that I already started. Basically, yesterday after I finished my planner, I also, I had to go to my son's track meet, and then we got home pretty late. I slept in this morning. I got up, I cooked breakfast. Well, I cleaned up a little bit. I cooked breakfast, and then I actually talked to my husband for a long time. And then I went for a 3-mile run. I was supposed to do a weight routine, but I didn't. And yeah, so I really need to get back on track. And me and my husband were talking about like when I was super fit, like I basically did a bodybuilder diet and a bodybuilder sort of workout routine back in, I think it was like 2016, 2017, something like that. And I went from like 163 pounds to 141 or 42 pounds. But he was saying how I was like really, really hard. Like I was like just kind of all muscle. I was super lean. If I could find a picture, I'll go ahead and pop the picture up. But a lot of people actually had comments about how I looked at that point. And he was just basically like, I prefer, high school Tanya, or, even like I prefer your body the way it is now rather than when you were like super thin like that. So, and I wouldn't even say I was thin. I was just like fit. But I'm not really trying to get back down to that level. I think I just want to tone and firm my lower body a little bit more, because when I start to put on weight, that's where the weight goes first. And then if I get really out of line, then it starts to accumulate around my abdomen. And yeah. So I just want to get back to being more fit. So, and I just want to get back to being more consistent in my nutrition, hitting my protein goals, hitting my fiber goals, drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated, and also just being consistent with getting at least 2 weight routines in per week, and probably running about 6 to 9 miles per week. So that's what I want to do. So this 6-week planner that I've created is going to help me stay on track. And I think the next video I'm going to share with you guys basically how I planned my 6-week routine, how I chose, my meals and all that other stuff. So look forward to that in the next video. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We upload every Sunday. But as for now, I am out and about today. I finally got out of the house and I just dropped my son off at a friend's house, and I want to return something to Old Navy. I was in Old Navy the other day because I had like a coupon for Old Navy, and then I also had a gift card from credit card points. So I got this vest, and I love denim, and I love having like co-ord sets basically. So I thought that the vest would be a good addition, but then when I got home and I just kind of started playing around with it, it wasn't really giving. And it's not in line with who I truly am these days. And I'm very much in my oversized era. And I also like, tailoring non-traditional silhouettes, I would say. So yeah, it's just like meh. And I think the vest itself was like 30 bucks. So I'm like, yeah, no, we're going to go ahead and take her back to Old Navy because we don't love her. But I will say one thing I like about Old Navy is Old Navy actually sells, 100% cotton items. And while some of the items, I found there'll be like 55% cotton and then the rest of it will be synthetic. But I really appreciate, I found some 100% cotton pieces, and I think those are excellent for staples, like your closet staples. And I've also found it wasn't 100% linen, it was like 55% linen or something like that, so it was a blend. But I like how light it is. I really can't stand 100% polyester stuff. I actually bought a vest from TikTok Shop that was like 100% polyester, and I hate it. But then I found another top at Old Navy that's 100% cotton, so it actually will replace that. So I really need to sell this stuff on Poshmark. This stuff, I have a couple of items that I've purchased in the past couple of months that just really were a fail, in my opinion. So I need to post those items on Poshmark. I'll probably do that in another video. But yeah. So enough yapping. I'm gonna go in Old Navy, see if I see anything, that I would like to bring into my wardrobe. But I'm definitely gonna return this other item. So come on with me. So I made it back home, and after I left Old Navy, I went into Barnes and Noble. Specifically, I was looking for a mocktail recipe book, and I didn't really find the mocktail that I was looking for, the mocktail recipe that I was looking for. I was trying to figure out how to make a French 75 with no alcohol. Um, and I ended up Googling this recipe that I was really excited about. So then I went to Whole Foods trying to find orange bitters, but then the orange bitters does actually have alcohol. So I was a little disappointed. So maybe there's an alcohol-free bitters version. But anyway, Whole Foods had this $15.99 bottle of Oregon Pinot Noir, so I ended up getting that. This will be my first glass of red wine alcohol, in a long time. It's been a while, maybe even over Christmas, honestly. That might have been the last time I had red wine, because red wine is really the biggest culprit when it comes to giving me that like brain fogginess and kind of like heaviness and waking up in the middle of the night. I don't seem to experience that degree of side effects when I drink champagne or rosé. But anywho, until I can find my mocktail zero proof sober curious replacement for my favorite drinks, this is what I'm going to do. So it's time for dinner. I roasted a chicken yesterday, so me and Ethan are probably gonna finish that up today since Ian is out with his buddies tonight. And I was inspired by Meghan Markle and Olivia McDowell from TikTok, basically to make a little crudité platter. So I'm not going to make a full platter, but I just got like some cucumbers, some carrots, and I'm going to probably nibble on some of those red peppers again. And I'm going to make my homemade or a homemade ranch dip, basically. I don't like buying ranch dips or salad dressings from the stores because they have a tendency to have not only preservatives, but they have like hidden added sugars, and they typically are made with inflammatory oils. So I like to make my own dressings at home. So this dressing, the base is going to be yogurt. Um, and I picked up some fresh dill. I'm going to mix in some garlic. I think it also calls for like lemon. Maybe I'll just share the recipe with you. But that's what I'm going to have for dinner. So, yeah, I'm going to close out this vlog here and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with anybody that you think might find this interesting, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.